Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you may be at. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you may be at. I just started thinking about relationships and women, and I realized something. I realized something. I realized that women that grew up in broken homes, grew up with these single parent households, little young girls that didn't grow up with their fathers make horrible partners. Let me repeat that. Little young women, children that did not grow up with their fathers, make very horrible partners. And this is what I hate about this whole concept of, women growing up without their fathers. And I know some did, some didn't, but I was looking at all of my exes and I'm like, she had a horrible relationship with her father. She didn't talk to her father. She had a horrible relationship with her father. She didn't talk to her father. She had a horrible relationship with her father. She didn't talk to her father. With her, I offered to fly her out to see her father, offered to get in contact with her father. She said no. I found something. I found something. I found the reason why she's not a great a great partner. Here's what women love to do, and the root cause of this is their father, the lack of their fathers in their lives. Here's what women love to do, and some of you out there may have experienced this. Women love to tell you how to be a man, tell you how to be a partner, tell you how to be a provider, tell you how to be a leader when they never seen that growing up. They never watched that from their father. They never came home to that in their household. Women love to tell men how they can be better men. But the question is, how did they learn how a man should treat a woman? How did they learn how a man should treat a woman if they did not see that in their household? Makes you think, doesn't it? They can't. If you did not see your father loving, caring, leading, guiding, protecting, providing, nurturing, caring for, building, lifting up your mother, how can you grow up and all of a sudden, women, you're a subject matter expert in the field of men? Think about that for a second. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 seconds are up. A lot of you women don't even know how to be a woman, don't know how to be a partner, don't know how to be a girlfriend, don't know how to be a fiance, and definitely don't know how to be a wife because a lot of you women aren't married. A lot of you women have never been married, and a lot of you women will never be married because you're trying to teach a man how to be a man, and you don't even know how to be a girlfriend. You don't even know what a man wants from his girl. And it goes back to my previous video that I'm not sure will be out or not by the time this posts, but it might be coming soon. A lot of you women are learning how to be a partner off social media. A lot of you women are learning how to be a partner off your friends' page, your family's page, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. You're trying to learn from someone else's experience. Someone that has followers, likes, comments, all of which you can buy, but there are some legitimate people out there. You're learning from this one individual, this two individual, who gives advice, has the platform, and they're speaking for every woman in the world. So someone that you follow on this social media website gives you advice, and they can speak for every woman in the world. Every woman in the whole wide world they can speak for because they're a celebrity, because they're a social media influencer, because they're a doctor, because they're a psychiatrist, because they're a teacher. You a fool. You a fool. I realized the pattern with broken relationships, and that pattern starts at home. That pattern starts with their parents. And I just started realizing that, like, man, none of the women that I dated had a relationship with their father. I met one woman's stepfather. Her mom went and found someone else. Probably cheated on her dad or something. If men look and tell me, look at your past relationships, look at your exes, men, and tell me in the comments. Tell me, when you met that woman, did she have a relationship with her father? When you met that woman, was her father and her mother still together? And I bet most of you say no. Think about it now. Most of you will say no. The root cause, one of the causes to relationship problems starts at home. And any woman that I've met, that I've dated, my ex-wife from 100 years ago, she will tell you that Chris Keeps Flying is the same guy. He'll protect, he'll provide, he might be a little crazy, but I never went without. If I needed something, he'd do it. From 20 years ago, 30 years ago, 40 years ago, it definitely wasn't 20 years ago. From way back when I was married to right now, any woman that I've dated will tell you that they will tell you the same thing. If you got these three or four women together over the past 100 years, and if all of them sat down in the same room, they would all tell you the same stories. Chris keeps flying, he provided. Chris keeps flying, he's a protector. Chris keeps flying, he's a provider. Chris keeps flying, he will fight for me. He will go out of his way. He will make sacrifices to ensure that I have what I need. So I have been the same individual for all of my adulthood. But a lot of you women are jumping from man to man to man to man to man, from one of these to another 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 these. And all of y'all are blaming these men for things you just don't quite understand. A lot of y'all are blaming these men because of your father's mistakes. A lot of y'all are blaming these men because your father wasn't there. Your father was absent. Your father left your mother. Your mother left your father. Your father didn't want nothing to do with you. Your father thought you was ugly. Your father didn't want you in his life. Your father didn't want a child. Your father thought having a child was a mistake. Your father thought you was a mistake. I am sick and tired of women telling men how to be a man, how to lead, how to be a partner when they did not see that growing up in their household. Tell your daddy how to be a great partner. Tell your daddy how to lead. Tell your daddy what he should have done for your mother. Women, you didn't see it in your household. You don't see it in your household. So how can you tell me how I should be a man? How can you tell me how I should be a partner? You can't. You a hypocrite. Yeah, you. You a hypocrite. You listening to strangers on the internet giving you relationship advice because your daddy wasn't in your life. Women, stop telling men how to be a man when you didn't see your own daddy be a man. Till next time.